The word radical, from the Latin word for roots, means anyone who advocates fundamental change in the political system. Literally, a radical is one who proposes to attack some political or social problem by going deep into the social or economic fabric to get at the root cause and alter this basic weakness. Most babies start developing their hearing while still in the womb, prompting some hopeful parents to play classical music to their pregnant bellies. Some research even suggests that infants are listening to adult speech as early as 10 weeks before birth, gathering the basic building blocks of their family's native tongue. China's war on particulate air pollution is causing more severe ozone pollution. According to the new research, there was so much particulate matter in the smog around Chinese cities that it helped to quell ozone production by acting as a sponge that collected chemical radicals. Most people do not realize that some banks literally make money by giving loans without having money on deposit. The system is called fractional reserve banking and is used in most economies. It sounds as though it is safe because it says that banks have to keep a fraction of their deposits with the Reserve Bank.
Your subject outlines are a good place to go to find information about which textbooks to buy. You will usually be given one of these for each subject in the first lecture, but if you are missing one or need one earlier, then you should contact the subject coordinator. Eating a handful of almonds a day significantly increases the production of butyrate, a short-chain fatty acid that promotes gut health. Whole almond eaters had an additional 1.5 bowel movements per week compared to the other groups. Eating almonds could also benefit those with constipation.
We want a recreation in adulthood of what it felt like to be administered to and indulged. In a secret part of our minds, we picture someone who will understand our needs, bring us what we want, to be immensely patient and sympathetic to us, act selflessly, and make it all better.
Every few seconds, our eyelids automatically shutter and our eyeballs roll back in their sockets. So why doesn't blinking plunge us into intermittent darkness and light? New research shows that the brain works extra hard to stabilize our vision despite our fluttering eyes. When our eyeballs roll back in their sockets during a blink, they don't always return to the same spot when we reopen our eyes. The role of women in promoting voluntary medical male circumcision uptake. Research reveals the important role played by women in influencing men to undergo circumcision. Women are also motivated to convince men to undergo male circumcision because of the benefits associated with them, such as reduction of HIV transmission and cervical cancer.
In every cultivated language, there are two great classes of words which, taken together, comprise the whole vocabulary. First, there are those words with which we become acquainted in daily conversation, which we learn from the members of our own family and from our familiar associates, and which we should know and use even if we could not read or write. Political scholars had historically recognized the social love of the mass media. The impact of the mass media on the electric and governing process has greatly increased over the last 50 years. Tomorrow, the mass media will become the central nervous system for your society and the major source of public information. But study author Alistair Skelton, a professor of geochemistry at Stockholm University, says the unpredictable study subject makes it tough to get funding because you can in no way guarantee a result. So I'll get 3 years of money, but if there's no earthquake, there's no result. To prevent mosquito-transmitted diseases, approaches based on genetic control of insect populations are being developed. However, many of these strategies are based on highly invasive, self-propagating transgenes that can rapidly spread the trait into other populations of mosquitoes. Japan is the world's calculator superpower. Japanese manufacturers have led sales of calculators for over 30 years in many countries. Even in the age of personal computers, calculators are still essential in accounting jobs. In addition, calculators with graphing capabilities have begun to be used in education. Many people are under the impression that the water which comes out of a plant is clean. This is a common misconception. The function of a plant is to make the water cleaner, but it's not clean enough to drink. It could be used in irrigation. What a plant is trying to do is simply speed up a process that would naturally occur given more time. As the inventor of alternating current technology, Nikola Tesla played a paramount role in the electricity used to power the entire world. Tesla also worked diligently on a dream of supplying electrical power without wires. Thomas Edison was also instrumental in shaping society today with his inventions. The problem is that increased immune vigilance has a side effect: allergies. Our speculation is that this is some kind of trade-off. In the past, you needed to resist some kind of pathogen, and the trade-off or sacrifice you have to make is increased responsiveness to non-pathogenic allergens. One of the major factors influencing future home design will be the probable change in climate, with hotter summers, colder winters, and the possibility of floods. Consequently, houses will be built with better insulation and will also need ways of keeping cool in hot weather, whether that's air conditioning or more shading of windows. We understand that not everyone can put their job and other responsibilities on hold to study. That's why our healthcare ethics and law master's courses are available to study by distance learning, so you can fit gaining an academic qualification around your work and family. Our information office on campus provided resource and support to help you make the right choices about childcare, whether you are a student, staff, or member of the local community. The office provides information about the 5 centers closest to our campuses, relevant government agency, and other daycare center in the surrounding areas.
India is known for its cultural diversity due to the presence of numerous ethnic groups, languages, and religions. These are just a few highlights of Indian culture, which encompasses a wide range of traditions, beliefs, and practices. India's cultural heritage continues to thrive, evolve, and inspire people around the world with its depth and diversity. Imagination is the production or simulation of novel objects, sensations, and ideas in the mind without any immediate input of the senses. Imagination helps make knowledge applicable in solving problems and is fundamental to integrating experience and the learning process. Indian culture is a diverse and rich heritage that originated in India and has influenced countries and cultures across South Asia and Southeast Asia. The culture of India encompasses various aspects such as languages, religions, dance, music, architecture, food, and customs, which vary from region to region within the country. Aging has been found to cause a decline in cognitive functions, including speed of processing, working memory, and long-term memory. Additionally, certain single nucleotide polymorphisms in human DNA have been correlated with intelligence. In addition to general intelligence, several subcategories of intelligence have been proposed, such as emotional intelligence and social intelligence. However, there is ongoing debate about whether these represent distinct forms of intelligence. Higher intelligence is generally associated with better life outcomes. Human intelligence refers to the intellectual capability possessed by humans, characterized by complex cognitive abilities, self-awareness, and high levels of motivation. It encompasses various cognitive functions, such as learning, concept formation, logical reasoning, pattern recognition, problem-solving, decision-making, memory retention, and language use for communication. The increasing automation brought about by AI may lead to job displacement and economic disruptions in certain sectors. While AI can create new opportunities, retraining and upskilling the workforce are essential to mitigate the negative impact on employment. AI algorithms can run continuously, ensuring uninterrupted service delivery. Their consistent performance makes them particularly suitable for repetitive tasks, resulting in enhanced productivity and efficiency. Education has been identified as a consistent and effective method for enhancing intelligence. It has been found that educational experiences have a positive impact on intelligence. There are various correlates of intelligence. For instance, studies have shown a correlation between IQ and myopia, with some suggesting environmental factors and others proposing a genetic link as possible explanations.